Woo! Coming into your YouTube airwaves, I'm Vaughn, the Statman, and welcome to the Stat Room, ladies and gentlemen. I am Vaughn the Statman. You can follow me on Twitter at VonnTheStatman, and guys, check out my website, VonnTheStatman.com. So what did you think about Patrick Mahomes leading all quarterbacks in fantasy production now that week 7 is in the books? What about Lamar Action Jackson, Stephen A. Smith? What do you think about his performance? He only had 4 touchdowns, 350 passing yards. And what did you think about Travis Kelce, who had 29 fantasy points to lead all tight ends? And we had a surprise at wide receiver this week who led all wide receivers in receiving yards. So before I pull up that Fanduel screen and break down week 8, let's get into witness protection. These are the players that let us down. These are the players that were supposed to lead us to FanDuel glory. And since they didn't, these players are in witness protection. 3.2 yard per carry average, 4 FanDuel points. What do you got to say for yourself? Well, Statman, I don't know why you were so high on Brian Hoyer. That's why he's 8th string, because he really can't play. And that's why I only had 11 carries today. So I am in witness protection. You gave up 29 points to New England and only had 4 FanDuel points. Bills defense, what do you got to say for yourself? Well, Bill Belichick had a great game plan, and our quarterback had 2 turnovers and threw the game away. So we are in witness protection. So before I proceed with this video, guys, please subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and leave a comment. Thank you, guys. All right, guys, so here's the lineup that I did. Wanted to show this before I actually break down the slate. Did a 157, had Lamar Jackson. He was the 2nd highest scoring quarterback on the slate. I went with an Andrew stack with Kelce. As you can see, National Tight End Day. Both of those guys balled out. And you can see I had Dobbs. He gave me good numbers. Evans gave me good numbers. If I'd have got better numbers from Adams, who I did have, also from the top players list, could have been a bigger day. All right, so let's go right and break down the slate. Take time out to salute the 2nd best quarterback in the NFL. Lamar Jackson has had his 7th career game with 4 passing/rushing touchdowns with a 75% completion percentage, and he is the only quarterback in NFL history to have done that before age 30. No other quarterback has had these numbers. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Lamar Jackson's 2nd best quarterback in the league. He's better than Allen. He's better than Herbert. And to you, Stephen A. Smith, you hater, the Ravens are definitely getting their money's worth with Lamar Jackson. Justin Herbert's last 3 games, 57% completion percentage. For all y'all saying he's better than Lamar Jackson, y'all are smoking crack, because numbers don't lie. All right, guys, so we're all set to break down week 8. So before I do that, guys, I just want to give my top 5 quarterbacks right now. I'm not talking about last year or year before last. I'm talking about at this current moment in the NFL. I'm putting Mahomes number 1. I'm putting Lamar Action Jackson number 2. I'm putting Trevor Lawrence number 3. And I'm going to say Jalen Hurts is number 4. And then I would say Burrow is still number 5. Burrow would be ranked much higher, but he's injured, and you still got to go by production. Injured or not, you still got to go by what that player is doing. But those are my top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL. So let's get right into it, guys. So at the quarterback position, you got Jalen Hurts. He's going on the road playing a division rival in the Commanders. I really do like this spot for Hurts. I believe Hurts can go over 22 fantasy points because he has that butt tush run. And if he gets to the 1 yard line, he will get it into the end zone. Mahomes is going on the road to Denver. I don't know if he'll be as fired up to play Denver like he gets fired up to just beat the brakes off of Herbert because he knows he's a better quarterback. But against Denver, he does have good numbers against Denver, but I don't think he's going to have that same fire. So I think he goes in there and puts up, I would say, 20 fantasy points, maybe 22. Lamar Action Jackson he's my favorite quarterback, even though I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. Him and Mahomes are my two favorite quarterbacks. And with Lamar Jackson, people just take shots at this young man. And all he does is just prove people wrong. He doesn't talk bad about anybody. He just goes about his business. And he had one of the best games against that so-called dominant Detroit Lions team. Now, Detroit lost the game, and it's not going to have any implications on if Detroit is good or not, because every team has these kind of games. Detroit is still a great team. They just played Baltimore on the wrong day, because for one, Baltimore retired Terrell Suggs' jersey, so you knew the defense was going to be fired up. And Lamar Jackson just heard everyone saying that they weren't getting the money's worth out of Lamar Jackson. Well, I think now you cannot say that they're not getting the money's worth out of Lamar. And with that point, I'm playing Lamar Action Jackson. And I'm not going to waste a lot of time. I'm stacking him with Mark Andrews. Let's get a cheap defense, guys. I'm going to go and get a very inexpensive defense that I believe will ball out. And I'm going to get the Giants defense. I think that they're going to give the Jets all they can handle. So that is the defense that I'm going to give you guys. At running back, guys, I'm going to give you Mostert. I believe when he comes home, he's going to have something for Bill Belichick. And since Bill Belichick basically embarrassed Josh Allen again, Josh Allen had another 2-turnover game and actually turned the game over. Him and Herbert is in the same realm to me. Two quarterbacks that I believe will never win Super Bowls, because those two quarterbacks, they turn the ball over in the fourth quarter, and they do it week in and week out. But they don't get the same negative press that a Lamar Jackson would or Watson would get. So I'm going to put it out there like that. So that's facts. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. At the second running back position, we can go down and we're going to get somebody very, very inexpensive, guys. And I think Gus Edwards has another phenomenal day. Now, he had an 80-yard reception. I don't believe he's going to have another 80-yard reception, but Hill fumbled again. So I think that's going to limit Hill's opportunities this upcoming week. And I think that Edwards is going to have over 70 rushing yards. And I believe he has about 40 passing yards. So I would say he has about a 15-point game. Now, at the wide receiver position, guys, I'm going to give you Odell Beckham, OBJ, the one-handed catch specialist. In his last two games, guys, he had 4 targets and he caught 2 balls for 34 yards, but he had a very explosive catch. Then against Detroit, he had 7 targets, caught 5 balls for 49 yards. I think this is the week that he gets into the end zone. So I'm going to run Odell Beckham. Now, if you're playing GPP, you might not want to play him in cash, but if you're playing GPP, I believe you should run Odell Beckham Jr. He's going to get into the end zone, and I think this will be the week that he gets into the end zone. Now, the next receiver that I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to give you Downs. I just believe, look at this kid, man. Look at his last 3 games. 6, 8, 6 targets. But look, 97, 21, 125. I think he has another nice game, because I believe when Indianapolis plays New Orleans, Lattimore is going to take Pittman. And I don't know if he not take Pittman out of the game, but he'll be guarding Pittman. And Downs is going to have the favorable matchup. I could see him getting another 7-target game, catching 5 balls for 80 yards. And even if you don't get into the end zone, guys, he still can give us, I think his floor is 12. And if he gets to the end zone, then you're talking 18 to 22. But I like Downs. I think he's gonna start separating himself from the rookies. He's one of the better rookies. And him and Gardner Minshew, they have a connection, guys. And they're going to be at home. New Orleans is struggling right now. And I think that the Colts is on the upswing. So that's going to be it, guys. You can put your own flex and your other wide receiver in there. But that's it, guys. You got the Giants defense, Mark Andrews, Beckham, Downs, Edwards, Mostert, and Lamar Action Jackson. So, guys, that's it, guys. So, guys, don't forget to win-win. That means give people what they want so you can get what you want. And, guys, don't forget to think and ink. That means write it down so that way it can come true. Good hunting on all your DFS contests. Love you guys. You made it this far, guys. Hit that subscribe button.